Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. Today I'd like to call your attention to a filing by the defense of May 11th, 2023 in Idaho versus Koberger in direct response and an objection to the Media Coalition's filing of a motion for reconsideration of Judge Marshall's decision to set a scheduling conference as opposed to their motion to set aside the amended non-dissemination order, which was filed on May 1st, 2023. I quite frankly am not surprised that Mr. Koberger filed this objection to the Media Coalition's efforts to accelerate the scheduling of their hearing on their pending motion, because we know that Mr. Koberger objected to the Gonsalves family's motion to set aside, to clarify, or to amend that very same amended non-dissemination, aka gag order. So it's not surprising to me that they objected to the Media Coalition's efforts here, because what they want, point blank, bottom line, is they don't want it amended. They don't want any clarification, as the Gonsalves family had asked for. They flat out want it set aside. They want it vacated. And they want it done quickly. They have said in their motion for reconsideration that we addressed in the last episode that time is of the essence, that every day that this gag order remains in effect, they suffer irreparable harm. They are the press, after all. They've argued that they have a constitutionally protected right under state and federal law, freedom of the press. Well, Mr. Logsdon puts in here, he is the defense attorney who signed and submitted this objection of May 11th. He states words to the effect that now that the Media Coalition have arrived on the scene, they expect the gag order to just disappear on the grounds of irreparable harm. And he points out, quite rightfully so, in my opinion, that Mr. Koberger has rights under the 6th and 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution. The 14th Amendment deals with due process. The 6th Amendment guarantees him a right to a fair trial. Mr. Logsdon goes on to state that this case has garnered intense media attention and that he has a right to a fair trial, and prejudicial coverage hurts him, and he will not be able to be prepared to the factual arguments. He needs time to research, put them together, and submit it. Can't be rushed. This is not something that can be rushed before the court. He will require time to produce more specific objections, and he points out the fact that he has retained a media consultant who will be addressing the prejudicial press and what the impact has been thus far on Mr. Koberger. How did the court rule? Ultimately, what happened? Please join us for a future episode of the Indie Zone where we will address that very question. Until then, my name is Kathy. Thank you for joining us.